Well, howdy, fuckers, and welcome to this week's episode of the Western Grunge Tape Deck. This week's episode is brought to you, as always, by Bad Decisions, the Molson Coors Brewing Company, keeping us hydrated as always in these hot summer days, and, well, gas station boner pills, because you never know when you may need one. Alrighty. Today we're joined by Jack Tidwell, Lane, aka Nubs. We finally found him floating out on the lake. And we got him brought back. He was mildly sunburnt, but he's back to being good, so that's all that matters. And one more thing before we get this episode started, I just want to remind you that time is running out for you all to get tickets to see Jason Bowl and Pat Green in The Great Divide at Buffalo Run Casino and Resort in Miami, Oklahoma. That day will be started off by our four winners of the Battle of the Bands playing the pre-party. And then we are going to kick things off with the Great Divide, and we're going to have a hell of a time. So come out if you want to see Lane, if you want to see me, or if you want to see Kendall, or if you want to see Jason Boland. I mean, I don't know why you'd be showing up to see me. Pay to see Jason Boland. But anyways, hope to see y'all out there. And as promised, here's Lane and Jack Tidwell.
And don't forget to come Friday to the Battle of the Bands.
Well, this is gonna drop. This is gonna drop after the Battle of the Bands has already happened.
I forget.
It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine, Lane.
Okay. So, what got you started in music, Jack?
Man, I grew up with a family that played music, a lot of bluegrass stuff. My dad was also into rock and roll, though, so I always liked bands like Creedence Clearwater Revival, Led Zeppelin, stuff like that. Started playing guitar when I was 13, and started hearing bands like Cross Canadian Ragweed because I had family living up in Stillwater, and that kind of showed me that there's a route in this scene to like there's a scene going on here. You don't just have to leave to go be a part of something, and that kind of inspired me to want to write songs and be a part of it.
Yeah. So what do you like, the songwriting aspect better, or like the playing, or just both?
It's tough, man. I like both. I definitely consider myself a singer-songwriter. I like to perform and sing what I write, but yeah, the writing is probably my favorite part of it overall.
So, desert island albums, right? You're stranded on a desert island. You can only bring 3 albums. What 3 albums are we bringing?
Let's see. Led Zeppelin 4. Eagles Desperado. And Cross Canadian Ragweed, Mission, California.
Wow, that was a great list. I have never heard any of those albums being put on a list before. Um, I gotta ask. This is my personal thing. What draws you to Mission, California?
Uh, there's something about the production that McClure does in it, along with a lot of other things, but some of the songs in there, even some that aren't totally famous, are, I don't know, they have like a really cool, it's like an ambiance throughout the whole record.
Right.
That's something that McClure did, I think.
So, Mission, California, correct me if I'm wrong, has the Cross Canadian Ragweed cover of Cry Lonely on it, a Chris Knight
Yes.
tune. Okay.
Yep.
That's the only one I really know off of that album, off the top of my head. I own that album on CD, and it's out in the shop right now. Um, but that's not, I mean, like, I don't think Ragweed has a truly bad album. I mean, it's just not possible for them. But it's curious to hear people's favorite albums, because we get a lot of, like, Carney Man, Garage, self-titled, and then, of
Sure.
course, my personal favorite, Soul Gravy.
Right. Oh,
Um,
yeah, that's up there, too.
I will argue with anyone that Soul Gravy might be one of the greatest albums ever created.
Hey, man, it's good.
Es- Especially with like how he did the tracking, and he kind of like I don't know if they meant to do it, but they changed the way like a Red Dirt album is tracked, and even a
Mhm.
Texas country album is tracked. Because William Clark Green did it on Ringling Road, South Hall has done it. Trenton Fletcher just did it on his latest album, where it's like high energy, we're coming out of the gate, and then we're gonna bring you down a little bit with some sad
Yeah.
songs, and then we're gonna jack you back up, and bring you back down, and the last two were just balls to the wall again. and it just creates like such an enjoyable listening experience because you're not sitting there just listening to the same song over and over
Yeah.
again.
And
And
that's
that's
a difficult thing to put into a single or an EP.
yeah,
Like, it kind of takes a full album to really get that. That's cool.
and that's what I mean. We've talked to a couple bands and been talking to a lot of different bands about like putting out music and like what putting out music means. And putting out music means taking the next step. Especially the way venues want to book people right now. You got to be on Spotify. You got to have monthly listeners because that's how venues book you based on how many monthly listeners can you have, how many people can you get to show up. It's been a lot of them telling me like it's so hard to put out singles because they're like us and they grew up listening to whole albums, and so like they want to take a thought process and like put it into an album and then like come back a couple years later and then put another like thought. Like they don't want everything to feel like it's the same.
Right. I dig that.
I'm curious, Tracer, what would be your 3?
God, it changes week to week, honestly. So of course we went to Sterling Elza's 4th of July family celebration, family reunion. So I'm back on the heavy red dirt stuff, heavy rock. So this week it would have to be like Soul Gravy. Um, Give me Dirt by Alice in Chains. And then for my third, um, give me that Jason Boland album, The Light That Saw Me, his 2021 album. We're gonna get weird out there on that desert island. I don't want to have the same type of vibe ever.
Might as well.
It's a good one.
And other news, this was huge. It hit our line last night, like late. It was like let's say late. It was like 8:30. I was out in the shop drinking. But we have new Tom Skinner out on, or not new Tom Skinner, but we have some Tom Skinner being re-released on streaming, and it's never been on streaming before. It was released in 2012. So it's cool to start seeing some of these older Red Dirt guys start going back to streaming, so people can hear their music. I just purchased 5 Bob Childers albums from Australia, of all
Nice.
fucking places. I have no idea what Bob was doing out in Australia. That 5 albums ended up out there, but they're currently on a boat or a plane. I don't know how they ship stuff from Australia. I know that they probably gave it to a kangaroo wherever they were at, and then the kangaroo jumped to a post office, but the kangaroo can't jump over the seas, so I have no idea. I'm gonna assume it's on a flight. You would think.
Probably
Right
rode a
or
dolphin.
boat.
Yeah, I don't know.
Shipping from Australia probably is quite a bit, ain't it?
No, so what started this was like only one album was like listed off of how I could find it. So I was going down this rabbit hole, and I've been going down this rabbit hole of like looking for like Bob Childers, looking for Randy Crouch albums, looking for old Red Dirt Rangers, Moses Live. I've been looking for a lot of these different albums to slowly start curating a collection of like Red Dirt music that's not available in streaming for the preservation of the history. Um, and I found it by accident, and I was like, "Oh fuck, it's in Australia." And I was like, "Well, I mean, if I can get enough shit from this guy, then I might be able to make it worth it." So I've ended up with 6 albums that I purchased from M6 CDs. Red Dirt Rangers CD, their self-titled album, I believe, from 1999, and then 5 Bob Childers albums. And I could have bought more, but the price was starting to get scary. Um, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
There was a lot of like early Randy Rogers. There was no Ragweed. There was a Boland album, but it was like one that I can find pretty easily over here in the states. So I kind of left all those and just went with the stuff that I can't find here in the states. And it was so my whole total was 68 kangaroos, and that translates to 48.27 bald eagles over here. So, that's where we're at. So I mean, like you just kind of figure I got 6 CDs, so like I don't know, I'm not good at math, like $8 a CD with shipping, something like that.
Ain't bad.
Yeah. Nice, man.
Now we're talking about all the different stuff that lead into like what's your who are your influences, and then maybe like do a Mount Rushmore of your top people.
Or I might just want to know what his Chili's order is. You never know what's going to happen on this
Let's do Philly
podcast.
Chili's order. Let's go.
Um, but no, that's enough about my weird passion projects I have going on. Um, Lane, what are your three albums on a desert island?
Oh, I'm gonna just have to go with what I'm kind of listening to right now. So I'm gonna have to go Oklahoma Space Program's new album,
Fuck, that's so
or I
good.
guess their only album.
So fucking good.
And then let's go Shelby Stone's Silver Year.
Banger album.
And then I'll throw an old one in there. I'll do Soul Gravy.
So, speaking of Oklahoma Space Program, I'm gonna make a lot of people mad, because that is probably gonna end up being my album of the year. And like I talked about it the other day with somebody that like a bigger like people that do it, and I was like, I could sit here and like tell you like why it's my favorite album. Like I know that like there's probably albums that are technically better or technically this, technically that. I don't want to get into the technicalities of it. It is such a fun album and it's such an enjoyable album to listen to. And I think a lot of times, especially like these bigger country music podcasts and places, they get too hung up on like the technicalities of an album and quit enjoying an album, if that makes sense. Um, Music's supposed to be fun, and that's why I love like Oklahoma Space Program. Like it's just a fun album to listen to. It's not a serious album. There's some serious subject matter there, but there's not like a very serious album. Um, and that's Ricky Chilton. I mean, that man. I don't think he'd write a serious song if he tried. Um, so yeah, Oklahoma Space Program. Shout out those boys.
They're
Lane,
good.
we need to get them on the podcast.
Yeah, we definitely do. I talked to him about it that weekend I was with him at the writers' retreat.
Yeah, we'll talk
I'm
about that
excited
later.
for their next album.
That like I got a text message from Coda, and he was like, "Listen, the first Oklahoma Space Program album was amazing." He's like, "But somehow this next one's gonna be even better." And I don't know what they're gonna name it. I want it Oklahoma Space Program Mission to Mars this time. Like we gotta keep with the theme. Um, the fuck? Chill the fuck out, Jesus. All right, everything's good. Everybody's good. Nobody's dying.
So do we want to talk about his and your influences?
Brother, we can talk about whatever he wants to talk about. If he wants to come on this podcast and talk about aliens and conspiracies, I'm here for it. This is his
I'm just trying to
platform
look
right
at
now.
this. I mean, he can go. What do you want to talk about, Jack?
What do you want to talk about, Jack?
I mean, I can talk about my influences for sure. So, yeah, like I said, I grew up around a lot of bluegrass, but I always liked rock and roll, and I had some family that was going to school at Oklahoma State when I was probably in elementary and early middle school, and they introduced me to Ragweed and Stoney and Bolin and all those guys, and by CD, the good old fashioned way of getting music around back in the day, and so I started writing songs when I was pretty young, or at least trying to. I still play songs that I wrote when I was like 17 or so, I guess, but that really got me into it. And then I moved up to Stillwater after I graduated high school, went to Oklahoma State, and played every party and hit every open mic I could. And after I graduated from up there, I formed a band out of Stevens County, Oklahoma called Wild Horse Revenant. We put out our first album in January 2020, and had a bunch of shows lined up that year, and then they all got canceled because of COVID. I rode around with Chance Anderson for a while during all that leading up to COVID, and kind of got to learn the ropes with his band, and so that's kind of what got me started, and I guess close to the current situation I'm in today.
Right on, man. Right on. So, like, when you talk bluegrass, I mean, bluegrass is such a broad term anymore. Like, who specifically can you remember listening to in the bluegrass?
I mean, it was probably what I would consider everybody the main people in modern bluegrass at the time. So, like, when I was a kid, one of my first memories that I really remember well like remember making a big impact on me was "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou," and so bluegrass was kind of came back with that, and so Skaggs and Rice has been a big influence on me. But all the way to Bill Monroe and just all the old originals, all the old fiddle tunes and everything. I grew up around that. I think
Fun
yeah.
fact. Fun fact. Tracer's fun facts. About "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?" John Hartford was one of the main people in the music composition and like creating this like the song set up for that album. He like or not album, that movie. And John Hartford is the one that originally wrote "Long Hot Summer Days" as a quote unquote newgrass song, which is like a subgenre of bluegrass. It was like taking the newer style instruments into bluegrass. Um, and "Long Hot Summer Day," of course, is the song that everybody knows Turnpike for. And you blow people's minds when they like you make a list and you'd be like, these are my top 10 favorite like Turnpike songs. You're like, where's "Long Hot Summer Day"? I'm like, oh, I don't include it. It's a John
Yeah,
Hartford song.
try telling somebody from Tahlequah, Oklahoma that that song's not about the Illinois River that goes by Tahlequah.
Yeah, I loved. He was on. Old Evan Felker was on Dale Brisby's podcast. They were out there like working cattle brand, and I don't know really what they were doing. I didn't watch it. But he was asking them like different questions, and Evan was just like, "I didn't write the song, man. I don't know what it
Yeah,
means." And it just like I don't know. Like anytime I see like Evan have any personality come out, it cracks me up, and you can
yeah,
tell that like he was happy, but Dell was getting him flustered because he didn't have the answers to these questions.
that is funny.
I didn't actually know that was a cover, but I'm horrible about songs and stuff like that. I know who actually wrote it and stuff.
Um, normally speaking, there was always one to two covers on a Turnpike album. Um, the Cat in the Rain, there was one. Don't ask me which song it is. I can't remember. Oh, there was two. One was an old Black Oak, Arkansas song called "Black Skies." Um, and then the second one I can't remember what it was. But on this new album, there was no covers, unless you count. I mean, no, because Lance Rourke never put out Ruby Ann. So
That was just a co-write though, right?
yeah, well, so like Evan normally writes most of the songs, but R.C. Edwards, of course, writes a lot as well, and then him and Lance write together a lot. So he helps co-write with Lance on some of Lance's songs on his album, and then so does Lance Rourke's wife Hannah. She's a listed co-write on multiple songs of his, and that's why we had her sign our Lance Rourke album.
That's
So
cool.
we have the whole band except for their fiddle player who left like not even 5 minutes after the show left, like ended that night. He was just like out of there. He's like, I gotta go. See y'all later.
We
So,
had a church gig the next day, man.
but
So you mentioned "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?" That's probably one of my favorite movies because I like a good movie that has music involved.
Oh yeah,
man,
I
mine's
do
gotta
like
be mine's gotta be like Forrest Gump or Shawshank Redemption. I mean,
Forrest Gump's good
those are
music too.
good.
dude, Forrest Gump does have some good music in it. That is true. Um, but in the Shawshank Redemption, you get to hear Morgan Freeman's voice for like the entire movie. So how do you beat
That's a good
that?
movie.
Mhm.
I've watched that and like Walk the Line. I just grew up with watching those with my grandma, so like
I I have seen the Walk the Line. Um, my grandma was a huge Elvis fan, obviously. Who wasn't an Elvis fan in that time period? Um, but she went to the biopic, is that the right word? The movie they released about him last year, 2 years ago, whenever it was. She went to see that, and she was kept talking about how good it was. Um,
I haven't got to see that one yet.
yeah, I haven't either. I'm not a movie watcher and I'm not a TV watcher. So I don't keep up with anything. I think I've watched more TV this summer than I've ever watched in my entire life, and that's only because I've been watching Love Island with Kendall, and then watching Criminal Minds after we turned Love Island off. Um, so Other than that, like I've like the last 5 years, 6 years of my life, I've just been a music listener.
Would it mess it up for you to watch those in the other order?
Watch what in the Criminal Minds or
Yeah, before you watch Love Island.
probably, probably. I don't. So I don't know because I either put on like if Kendall like is falling asleep or something, I'll put on like CSI Las Vegas because I prefer that. Um, yeah, no, Criminal Minds is all right.
I saw since they put out a new season or whatever, I actually started rewatching Criminal Minds, and I'm back like to the fourth season. But
Well, she made me like start it from the first season, and so through like sleeping and everything, I think I'm on like season 4 right now. But I also don't go back and rewatch stuff. That like so whenever I wake it up, I turn it off, and that's where I start from the next day.
Hell yeah.
So
what's your favorite movie, Jack? I heard ours.
Dude, The Big Lebowski's pretty good.
I don't know if I've ever seen it.
That was produced and I believe directed by the same people that did Oh Brother Where Art Thou.
Okay.
really,
It's one you should check out if you haven't seen it.
it's kind of one of those movies that like the first time you watch it, Lane, you're gonna be like, I don't understand the hype, and then you watch it again, and you might enjoy it the second time.
Yeah.
Because that's how it was with Pulp Fiction. I got told like Pulp Fiction was the greatest movie of all time, and I watched it the first time, and I was like, this was kind of terrible. What? And then I decided one night I was like, I gotta watch this again because everybody tells me how great this movie is. Like, what am I not seeing? And so I watched it again, and I was like, yeah, you know what? Like, it's all right.
Yeah, I've had that with movies.
I mean, it happens with music too. I mean, it's anything artistic. Sometimes it takes a few times
Yeah,
um,
sure.
for you to come around to it. I mean, I talked about it a lot with being after Laurel Cove. Is like I've never been a big bluegrass fan. Um, Never been a real big fan of like a lot of the artists that I became big fans of after seeing them live. And sometimes I think seeing them live, it takes seeing them live to become fans. I mean, it happened with me and Jason Boland.
Yeah.
I've talked about this a lot. Like I was just never a big Jason Boland guy, you know. I was like, he's all right, but you know, he's not as good as so and so and so and so. And then I was bored. It was Thanksgiving. Everybody in my family was gone doing other things, and so I loaded up in the truck and went down to Leftover Turkey
Yeah.
and witnessed Boland on the stage, and I was like, oh shit, all right, I'm a big Jason Boland guy now.
Awesome, man. Yeah, seeing people live, it's really what it's about a lot of times.
And that's another thing. I got on the wrong side of TikTok the other day, and it was where people talk about how much they hate live like bar bands. And I was like, this is not my side. Like I only go to bars if there's live music now. And they're like, the bands are always too loud, and I'm like, wear earmuffs, bitch. And they're like, they suck and they sound like shit. And I'm like, yo, it's not like fucking studio shit like what you get on Spotify. I'm sure if we put Morgan Wallen in this bar right now, he'd fucking sound like shit too. Alright? They're running a fucking $300 PA system. Nobody can sound good on that damn thing, alright? They're making the best out of a bad situation. You think this bar really gives a shit about the band? No, they're trying to get you in here to drink.
Just gotta be a good beer salesman.
Exactly.
That's sort of the point. I say your talking's louder than my music.
Dude, I love a good bar band. And like, you know, you go to a bar and like the band don't even have to be good. Like I just love some good background noise. Sing me a cover or sing me your version of Amarillo by Morning by George Strait, please, and screw up half the words. I'm still gonna cheer for you. I just love the fact that you're there. This is gonna make me sound terrible. I'm sorry, I'm in a mood tonight. I love live music. I support live independent music. I promise.
Hell.
Hey, sometimes it's nice just to listen to them play at a bar though, and drink and hang out with your buddies. So.
Well, that's what I've told people, and if I'm going to a concert, right? Like Kane's Ballroom, sometimes the Mercury, sometimes like it depends on who's there. But like sometimes like on those shows, like I want to pay attention like shut up when they're singing, like focus on them. Please don't be telling your best friend about whatever bullshit's going on in your life. I don't want to hear it either. I want to hear whoever's up there serenading us serenade us. But there does come a point when I just want background music in the bar. Like I've showed up to play pool. I love that you're singing, but my focus is not going to be on you. It's going to be on the pool game or the dart game or discussing the fall of ancient Egypt at the bar. I mean, there's a lot of things that can go wrong there. So just understand that. Sorry, this is really off topic. I've had a lot. I haven't got to do a podcast in a while. I've had a lot of to get off my chest. I've seen a lot of frustrating shit lately.
You know, I got something I've been wanting to bring up.
Yeah, bring it up, Lane.
Ever since Gage had to mention about people not getting in the shoulder when they're turning in front of you.
Has it been pissing you off?
I've been noticing it, and it's just been pissing me off when I've been driving. Like,
Yeah, it happens.
So thanks to Gage for bringing it to my attention. That's my only rant I can think of right now.
Yeah, Jack, I gotta ask. Before Lane asked you to come on this podcast, were you familiar with the structure of this podcast at all whatsoever?
Not too much.
Not too much. So this is how a podcast with us goes. Like
Also,
we basically just invite you here and you get to listen to us rant and rave, and we'll kind of bring up your music, but you know, we really want to know what your Chili's order is.
Understandable.
So on the scooter ride over, he asked me. I was like, "It's just chill. We talk about whatever we want to talk about."
Hold up. What the fuck? The
So
scooter ride?
Yeah, I got an electric scooter, so I just went and picked him up from his house because we don't live very far from each other.
Yeah, Marlo's chill like that, man.
I have a question.
It's like a 3-wheeler, like a golf cart.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, my only question was,
Your brain turning over there.
Understand, you never fail to impress me, brother, and I love you for that. But a scooter normally has like 2 handlebars on it, and from my experience, being intoxicated and driving those like little motorized scooters, it's very important you keep both hands on each one of those at every time. So I was just making sure.
The throttle is on the right side, so I kind of gotta.
I mean, hey, he got on it with you, so I assume you must be a safe enough driver.
I mean,
or he's just like, hey, I'm in it for there's a song coming out of this.
I know how it goes. I'm ready for it.
I always love when you put yourself in a situation and then the situation plays out and you're like, there's a song here.
Exactly, bro.
So
Scooter song.
yeah.
About the time you let a one-armed guy drive you to and you don't even have to. That's the thing. That's another thing, man. You know, it's always great when like songwriting like comes from the heart and it comes from this real place and it's a real story. But also, we can exaggerate the fuck out of a story. Like, the story doesn't have to be real. Like, you could write about one time you got driven home on a scooter by a one-armed guy from a gig because your truck broke down, and y'all end up at a gas station picking up lot lizards. Like, the song can go anywhere, brother. It's only your imagination that's holding you back.
Be it true or not.
I mean, and if people ask you if it's true, you just have to go, man, I can't talk about it.
Yeah, exactly. It's easy.
We're talking. You kind of brought up songwriting a little bit. I'm just curious, like, what's your like writing? You've done co-writes and stuff. I'm betting. What's your favorite co-write or just and song you like wrote yourself?
Man, this last December, I had a really cool co-write with a number of guys. It was Gannon Freeman and Travis Julian. Noah Bowman, Jared Morris, Sam Canty, and myself. We had a good night writing together, and one of the songs that has come out of that is Contagious, that Gannon Freeman and CC Rev released a few months back, and that was a really fun time.
That's cool. What's your like songwriting process just on your own? Like,
oh man, on my own, like, I
He
guess
lets a guy drive him home from the bar on a scooter that only has one arm. That's I'm kidding. I'm sorry. That was the perfect.
That's the process itself. Man. Just you gotta let it ride itself. No, I guess if I have much of a process, it would be like I just keep a scrap notebook on my phone of like random crazy stuff that flies into my head, and then I'll try to come up with a cool melody and go through my list of crazy stuff and see if anything starts clicking and making sense. I guess it's one way that I go about it.
Yeah. Then do you prefer like co-write or just writing by yourself, or is it a mix right there?
I like doing both. Yeah, like being able to really get together with somebody and write something in the moment, no matter how long that moment takes. That's really cool. But some songs are also cool to spend a long time shaping. So
Yeah.
I like doing that both ways.
Absolutely.
Now you've been on the road. I know that because however long you've been doing music, but how long is it actually?
I've been taking it seriously since
So
2017.
you've been on the road. What is your favorite road snack? Like stopping at a gas station. What's your gas station order?
Oh, I mean, if I can afford it, beef jerky.
Dude, fuck beef jerky. Fuck beef jerky producers. Fuck the government. I don't know who I need to fucking write a letter to, but that shit's gone too fucking far. I'm not paying $11 for a fucking bag of dried up beef, alright? Bring that shit back the fuck down.
They're importing them from Argentina now. It's all going to even out.
I'm like, why does it gotta be so fucking high? Like, legitimately, I remember that used to be my fucking lunch when I was growing up. It was like $5 for a can of Pepsi, 2 bags of peanuts, a bag of sour cream and onion potato chips, and a bag of beef jerky. I was like, I'm eating good. I mean, this is a terrible fucking diet for a 13-year-old, but I mean, who gave a shit? I didn't.
Man. Yeah, it's an expensive habit, but it's the price you have to pay sometimes, you know.
Yeah. You know what? I like stopping at Allsup's and getting burrito and stuff, but I've realized how expensive their burritos are.
Because it's a novelty item.
Yeah, you
these
stop,
days.
get 2 or 3 burritos and a Coke or whatever, and it's still like $10 or $15.
They're competing with Buc-ee's down there, you know.
Well, you know, fuck it. I mean, listen, I think Buc-ee's is capitalist hell. It's like late stage capitalism. Like, you walk in that fucking place, and like they got Buc-ee's underwear they're trying to sell people, and people are buying it. Yeah. So like, I hate them for that thing. But damn it, do they have like some fucking clean bathrooms? I mean, and you know what? They pay their employees extremely well. So that guy is happy to go into that stall after you just blew it up and like fucking pressure hose it down or whatever the hell they do. Like, I've never been somewhere where there's a guy in the bathroom before. I'm poor. I've never been to one of those fancy restaurants where they got a bathroom attendant. Now I get to go to Buc-ee's and they got a bathroom attendant.
That's lovely.
Give you a mint on your way out.
Shit, I mean, he's like, have a beaver nugget, you know. I don't. Yeah. Complimentary is gonna stick to your teeth. That's another thing. Like, everybody's like, when you go to Buc-ee's, you gotta get the beaver nuggets, and then like you get them, and they're like these fucking cornstarch soaked fucking pieces of bullshit, and you're like crunching on them, and like it's all stuck over your teeth, and so your mouth is all glazed over, and it's like you're spitting just sugar. It's disgusting. I hate it. I'll take 3 bags, please.
I'll say if we're on a road trip, though, and it's the middle of the day, do not pull into Buc-ee's. I'll just find me a small gas station. It's too packed.
Yeah, definitely not if you're on the way to a gig or something.
Now, if it's the evening or the morning, Buc-ee's fine. It's not too packed. But on my way back from New Braunfels last weekend, we stopped during the middle of the day, and I'm like, damn, this is just way too many people. Like, it's like driving through Dallas.
as somebody that gets overstimulated places, Buc-ee's is overstimulating. Like, you walk in there and you hear some guy yell, "Brisket on the board!" And then he like slaps down a brisket, and like then you hear people chanting "brisket on the board," and it's like, what is going on here? It's a cult meeting if I've ever seen one. You got like people recording him doing it. They're like, "Brisket on the board," and I'm like, have you never been to a cookout before? You've never seen a brisket? I mean, what is going on here? Great food though. 10 out of 10 sandwiches. Cannot complain. Yeah, you were down in New Braunfels this weekend. Sorry, we gotta get off the Buc-ee's thing. I'm gonna keep talking about it.
Yeah, I thought y'all were trying to get a sponsorship from Buc-ee's, man.
Yeah, no, Dr. Bronner soap. We want a Dr. Bronner sponsorship. 18-in-1 Castile soap. You can do anything you fucking want with it. Wash your ass, wash your clothes, wash your dog, wash your car. This shit does it all, man. I keep a jug of it in the shower. Fucking 10 out of 10. I citrus flavored or not flavored. I've never tasted it. It could be citrus flavored. I'm not telling you to taste it, but taste it and get back to me. But it's citrus. I come out smelling like a fucking orange every time I take a shower, man. It's great. I wash my dog in it. She smells like oranges. It's great. It is recommended for pets, so everybody understand that. But anyways, where was I going with that? We got off way the fuck off. Oh yeah, sorry. We were down in Cheyenne, Oklahoma this weekend at Sterling Ailes' family reunion. And it really was a family reunion. I got to see Trenton Fletcher. Hadn't got to see him in a long time. Got to see the Smoking Oaks boys. Love seeing them boys. And we took Eli down with us. That was a blast. He rode down with us and rode back up with us. But the star of the show, man, Cole Barnhill. Have y'all had the opportunity to see him? That man brought fucking energy, rock, honky tonk, whatever the fuck you want to call it. He was it. I loved it. 10 out of 10.
He's
good.
He's on my list to see. I haven't seen Sterling either.
So that was my first time. The only bands I'd seen on that lineup was Smoking Oaks, of course, and Trenton Fletcher. So everybody was kind of new to me. The Huser brothers. You seen them?
Yeah, they're one of my favorites.
Whatever he does, like that man was up there. I was like, hell yeah, brother. And then he was like telling people to come up. He's like, keep partying with us. He's like, I'm like Jelly Roll. I'm preaching, brother. And I like, dude, this guy is one hell of a front man. And I'm like, if I'm ever, when I get the opportunity to book my own festival, I'm booking this band for the 5 o'clock spot. Like, I want him there. Like, bring in the crowd, man. Like his energy will bring you to the stage.
Yeah, they were awesome.
Just fucking great energy. Of course, the Smoking Oaks are one of my favorite Red Dirt bands, like young Red Dirt bands out right now. Then my boy Trenton Fletcher, he is on the rise. He's my boy. I mean, his last album was 10 out of 10, phenomenal. No notes, but you know, it's a tough time to be out touring right now for everybody.
It's hot as hell out there, man.
Well, I mean, we won't get into it too much, but you know, the economy is not in the greatest spot right now. I said that on Twitter this week. When Garth Brooks fans decided to come at me, I got canceled by Garth Brooks fans again. It's the 4th time it's happened. And the whole time I'm like, I don't hate your boy Garth Brooks. He's all right. He's not one of my favorites, but I'm talking logistics here. I'm not telling you he sucks. Like, please stop. But I made a comment. I said, you know, the economy's just in such a bad shape right now. It's hard to say if all the shows are going to sell out. And I had like 8 bots tell me the stock market is the highest it's ever been. I'm like, that's great. We can't afford groceries. All right. Like, what are we talking about here? Sorry, off topic again.
Hey, I just want to know, where are the bodies, Garth?
Where are the bodies, Garth? But I came from the point of like just talking about how I find it amazing that Garth can still quote unquote sell out a stadium. What we're calling a stadium is starting to become a stretch, but we won't get into that. Okay, we're not going to touch on that concept at all. But Garth Brooks can still sell out a stadium while not having any music available to streaming and not appealing to the younger crowd. It's an interesting phenomenon. And if I was smarter, I'd study it, but I'm not smart enough to study it. Yeah, but where the fuck are the bodies, Garth?
That's an interesting theory right there. Conspiracy theory, I guess.
Whew. Yeah.
I had something I was about to say and completely forgot it.
Dude, the way the roll that I just went on, it's understandable. I was on some board there for a minute. Y'all just let me turn and go. I had a thought that I had to get out, and then there was 3 thoughts that got in front of that, and we just went right down the queue.
Talked about stadiums. Like, what's your top venues to go to, play at, or just go to, or ones you want to go to?
Oh man, some of my favorite venues to go to. Well, you know, it's always changing. Stuff's opening, closing, turning into a different bar and changing, you know, so stuff's always changing. But back when let's see here. Bad Brad's just closed down in Stillwater, and that was a really cool spot. So that's heavy on my mind right now. But growing up, I was around Willie's and the Tumbleweed a lot in Stillwater, and so seeing shows there, it comes and goes at Willie's these days, I guess. But that's always special when I get to see a show at one of those places. Down in Texas, the stockyards are pretty cool. I used to live in Decatur, Texas, and spent quite a bit of time there in Fort Worth, so that's pretty special. And then here in my hometown, Wall Street is a pretty cool. It's a pretty cool bar that still has live music and a cool old school vibe to it.
We need to get you down to Wall Street sometime, Tracer.
No, I refuse to go to New York, boys. I have some certain opinions about the men that run Wall Street, and I do not wish to associate with them. Where's Wall Street at? You're gonna have to tell me.
It's in Duncan, like where I live.
Is that where you live?
Yeah, well, I live in Marlow, but it's a town over.
Yeah, that's fine, man. I get it.
Yeah, man.
It's like you still smoke in the bar, just like a dive bar kind of.
How many marijuana shops do y'all have down there?
As many as we have churches.
Yeah, no. We have one here where I live.
It's hard to keep up with them
There's-
opening and closing all the time.
Yeah, like the bar.
There's one, and it's in a weird spot. It's on what's called State Line Road, and technically speaking, half the roads on one side of the state, and half the roads in Kansas. Okay.
Nice.
But if you want to pull out of the weed shop, you have to pull into Kansas, and then turn and get back to the Oklahoma side. So I've always wondered, what's up with that? Because I mean, like, it is right on the state line. Like, it's right there.
What's the laws in Kansas? Like, can a cop just sit right on the Kansas border and pull you over as you leave?
If they, in the state of Kansas, if they find you with marijuana, they shoot you in the street. Like, they do not put up with that, alright? Like, they gun you down. It's prosecuted to the full extent of the law. Which is crazy. We're surrounded by states that it's legal, and Kansas is like, no, we're broke, and we need more money, so we're going to raise property taxes instead of legalizing marijuana like everybody else. So, that's my impersonation of the Kansas government. Thank you. That's all I have, boys. That's all I got. No, there's nothing more coming after that. I said my piece.
Yeah.
I packed up my shit, and I moved 1 mile over the state line into Oklahoma, and I'm a damn Okie now.
Hell yeah.
Well, Gage ain't here to ask it, but favorite, what is it, chicken fast food place?
Yeah, dude. I mean, are you a Chicken Express guy? Are you Raising Cane's guy? No sauce. No sauce. Just the tender, okay?
Filet.
Or Chick-fil-A. Who has the best chicken tender?
Boy, out of those options, it's Chicken Express.
I mean, listen. I this past weekend, Kendall asked me to stop and get her some Raising Cane's, so I did. And I wasn't hungry until, like, I saw the Raising Cane's. And then I was like, well, I'm just going to eat whatever she doesn't eat. And so, like, I told her, I was like, hey, hand me one of those chicken strips. And she's like, do you want any sauce? And I was like, nah, I don't need any sauce because it's going to get all messy on the truck. I'm going to get it on the steering wheel. And that's just a pain in the ass. And that was a terrible chicken tender. Like, Jesus Christ, drown that shit in sauce. Like, I realize now that the only reason you go to Raising Cane's is to eat that sauce. What are we doing?
Yeah.
We only have a Chicken Express. I mean, we have a Cane's and a Chick-fil-A, but they're like in line, so
Yeah.
40 minutes away.
It's too
So.
much work.
I'm gonna be real with you. I've had Chicken E twice now. It's okay. It's alright. Now, there is a chicken place that opened up near us in the gas station called Golden Chick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it's okay. Like, it's not amazing.
Well, probably not going to get a sponsorship from me.
I mean, I'm just gonna keep it real with you. It's fucking amazing, brother. I love it. No, I mean it's solid for what it is. You know,
Yeah.
the only fast food place I'm willing to take a sponsorship from is fucking Brahms.
Yeah.
I love me a Brahms cheeseburger.
Brahms can sponsor this podcast. Dr. Bronner's can sponsor this podcast. The Molson Coors Brewing Company can. Red Bull can. Because if you're gonna be at Buffalo Run, we are going to have Red Bull there. The Battle of the Band series is officially sponsored by Red Bull. Sorry, I hadn't really got a chance to tell anybody that yet. So
Good, man. That's awesome.
yeah, man. Red Bull believes in red dirt music. So I'm done drinking any other energy drink. Find me drinking sugar-free Red Bull in the mornings now.
Support it.
Yep. Start off my day with a bull to the dome, if you know what I'm saying, boys.
I'll have to get me a Red Bull on my way up tomorrow because straight from work. Like I'm
Yep.
gonna be booking it from work. So.
Brother, I got a full day. I got a full day tomorrow. I'm punching the time clock at 4:00, and then I'm gonna take that old Chevy and see how fast we can get it going. 93. The governor hits at 93. That's as fast as we can go. But we're gonna get there. Jesus. I'm sorry. I am on one tonight. I'm normally a lot calmer than this, Jack. I'm sorry.
It's the Red Bull. I understand, man.
Yeah.
Red Bulls.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's what I've been drinking. Miller Lite infused with Red Bull right now. It's like it's 12 ounces of Miller Lite and 12 ounces of sugar-free Red Bull, 24 ounces. I mean, we're getting drunk, and we're getting drunk faster, if you know what I mean.
Perfect.
So does that mean at the festival we're drinking vodka Red Bulls all day?
No, Lane, we're drinking, Lane, we gotta be on some decent behavior that day, all right? Decent behavior, not like our best behavior because we're at a music festival, but like some decent behavior. So no liquor until the sun goes down, okay?
Okay.
So, music. Jack.
What up, man?
I don't even know. I'm so off topic. My brain's in 7 different places right now.
We were talking about venues earlier.
Yeah, let's get back to that. Let's get back to that.
I go to Red Rocks, which I was gonna go the other day and watch Gannon and them, but I didn't make it.
Oh,
But
man.
that's probably one of my venues I want to go watch a show at.
Yeah.
I'm going to Red Rocks
Yeah.
this month.
Have you ever seen the video where it's Fox and Indeed played, but it's a cavern? It's a concert venue.
Yeah, dude. Silverado's playing there.
That would be the coolest venue ever.
I know. Kendall and I were like, why do we have to be poor and work jobs? Why can't we just go support our friends? And I was like, I know. So, if you want to sponsor me, my Venmo is in the episode description. Feel free to send me as much money as you want. And in return, I will post videos. I will be your own personal influencer. Yeah.
Man, that's good.
I think that should be a thing. I think I should be able to be hired by somebody to be their own personal influencer. Like, I'm not trying to influence everybody, but just let me influence you. You know.
I mean, that's what Patreon is.
Listen. That's coming eventually. Western Grunge Patreon.
Or OnlyFans. I mean,
Yeah. Hey,
you be someone's
that
personal
would be
influencer.
I think people would pay us to put our clothes back on, Lane.
Yeah.
Hey, whatever pays the bills, man.
Hey, I've always said that joke.
So we talked musical influences. We talked desert albums. We talked gas station food and chicken places. Man. No. Mount Rushmore of musicians. Who's on it?
Oh, man. That's wild. That's tough if we're going for 4 here. I'll keep it to kind of the scene around here, because there's a lot more, in my opinion, from back on in time and other places. But around here, I would say Mike McClure.
Obviously.
It's going to be on there. Bob Childers is going to be on there.
Very good.
If you could combine the Red Dirt Rangers.
Yeah, we'll put their 4 heads in the spot of one set. Yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
We make
They'd
that.
be on Uh, and then probably J.J. Cale.
Right on, right on.
That's all Okies with maybe a little bit of a California.
Yeah, mine's kind of similar to yours. It's Cody Canada, Jason Boland, Evan Felker, and Dwight Yoakam.
Epic, man. Yeah, Dwight's really good too.
Dwight, like dude, it pisses me off so much when people are like, "I love '90s country," and then you play a Dwight Yoakam song, and they're like, "Not like this," and I'm like, "Shut the fuck up, you uncultured swine." Jesus, Dwight is the reason you love '90s country, and you won't even pay that man respect. And he's constantly shit on by like fucking Nashville and everything else. Man's like 70 years old, just had a kid like 4 years ago. He's out there still fucking dancing and humping his guitar across stage. I don't know what you want to call what he was doing that night. But he was moving better than I can move, and I'm 27 now. Jesus. Yeah, Dwight fucking Yoakam is the man.
Yeah, man.
Dream guest on this podcast. Me and Dwight Yoakam.
Next year.
Yeah, that'd be
Dwight Yoakam has to try to keep up with all of my random thoughts.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna have to go with Jason Boland.
Yeah, obviously.
And then I'm gonna have to. Kenny Chesney's one like from my childhood.
Thank you, Jason. Thank you, Jason.
Then let's go William Clark Green.
Obviously.
And I had another one I was gonna say and I forgot. I'll throw Gannon in there. One
I mean the Kenny Chesney pick is different. I don't hate it. I don't hate it necessarily. Yeah, no, I mean I love some old Kenny Chesney, and then he has that god awful song "You and Tequila" that makes me want to punch a hole in drywall. Anytime it's played, I'm like, this song's so fucking awful. And that's been the downfall of me in country music. I hate that shit.
That's one probably like I won't like if I did it again I probably wouldn't put it on there, but like
yeah, I get it. It's fine.
And like it was my second ever concert to see. Jason Boland was my first.
I recently
mention it once.
I recently bought a Blake Shelton CD from the thrift store for $1 just so I could hear Playboys of the Southwestern World. Because one of my favorite songs, probably ever. But that being said, happy belated birthday, Toby Keith. You were a great Oklahoma artist, not the greatest Oklahoma artist like everybody keeps telling you online, but you were good. You were good, brother.
So sad.
I know that they're like, it's Toby Keith Day, and I'm like, brother, I can name 30 different artists from Oklahoma that was more influential to music than Toby Keith, but hell yeah. I mean, I love the guy. Red Solo Cup and fucking Beer for My Horses and Should Have Been a Cowboy. Great songs, man.
Yeah, man.
So you
Go ahead. I thought I'd apologize to Jack again. This is not what he was expecting.
Keith rocks, dude.
You mentioned Blake Shelton.
Yeah.
One of my favorite, because I like karaoke, and mainly if I'm on a cruise ship, but one of my karaoke songs.
Karaoke, buddy.
One of my karaoke songs is Old Red. That made me think of that when you said Blake Shelton.
The only time I've ever karaoke'd, it was a John Party song. Heartache on the Dance Floor. And I was deep in it that night. We'd been drinking fucking Cold Days in Hell. But if you don't know what a Cold Day in Hell is, it's Dr. McGillicuddy's and Fireball. And
McGillicuddy's is.
I tell you, after a morning of drinking way too many Cold Days in Hell, you wake up and it's a cold day in hell. Yeah.
Glad I don't have to find out for myself. Sounds brutal.
I highly recommend it. I mean, it's a good time. I mean, if you want to go to the bar and drink some Cold Days in Hell, I'm down, man. It's a 0 out of 10 drink. I mean, but it's fun to tell the bartender what you want and like they're going, what, you know?
Stump the bartender.
What's your favorite shot to do, Jack?
Dude.
And Tracer.
Cold day in
Man.
hell.
Back when I drank liquor more, I would drink like Jim Beam or Evan Williams or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty standard.
I go with nowadays pickle vodka,
Yeah.
but if I gotta stay away from Dylan Moss or would do Jaeger bombs.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Jaeger bombs are. Anytime
Yeah, no,
a Jaeger bomb comes out, it's about to be a long night. I don't know. I know one time, somebody we were at a bar recently, and somebody was talking about getting a. Everybody has a different version of this drink, but essentially, it's so many nights in a crack house. Like the night that I drank one, it was 7 nights in a crack house. And man, I tell you what, you felt like you spent 7 nights in a crack house.
Dude.
I also love a good adios, motherfucker.
Yeah.
My one of my best friends from childhood. He doesn't drink very much. He's a family man. He's got a kid, some wife, house. You know how the things go. So he don't drink much. And he went out drinking with me one night. And he said, "What should I get?" And I said, "Well, they got adios, motherfuckers, on sale for $5. That's a really good deal."
Is it?
And he said, "All right, I'll take an adios, MF." And he's like, "What does it mean?" No, I said, "Adios, motherfucker." I mean, I don't know what you want it to mean, but it means that now.
Goodbye. That's fun.
Yeah, good shit, good shit.
You know, one question I've always wanted to ask, like, because growing up watching the Walk the Line, they had the scene where he's like, "What's one song if you were about to die and you want people to hear, like, what's like your original song? Like, what's one song you'd play?" Like,
Oh man, that's deep. Wow. Let's see. I really like a song that I wrote that's on our latest album that we released in October this last year. It's called Love and War.
that's a good one. I like that one.
I guess it kind of has a meaning that's, I guess, kind of loose and up to interpretation, but like, you know, it's kind of I was at a cool place in my life when I wrote that, and you know, that's kind of a feeling I'd like to be able to pass on to people.
Yeah.
So it's songs right before we die, like the last songs we want to hear.
Yeah,
We're going down
it's more of like a just what I guess meaning to you, since it's like we don't have any ones that we've wrote, so for like us it'd just be one that's meaningful, I guess.
I'm going down. I got 3 minutes and 42 seconds left in my life. I'm putting on Every Saturday Night by the Vandaliers.
It's good.
Took for granted every Saturday night. The Vandaliers are such a fucking wild card band too.
Yeah.
Like they are legitimately the weirdest band out there. Are they country? Are they punk? What are they? I don't care. They're fucking good.
Yeah, no doubt.
I'm thinking. I wasn't expecting to answer this question. Just
Come
ask
on,
it. Let's go. You know, I was listening to when I was going to that writing retreat. I didn't have my car, so I didn't have a radio or nothing. So I put in the Jason Boland CD. I have to go with Hard Times. It's more of a sad song, but I feel like it kind of fits.
Impactful. Yeah.
I don't think it would be what I want to listen to when I'm going out, but I feel like I wasn't prepared to answer this question.
That's great. I love that. That's why it matters. I know that he's played it like every time that I've seen him, and I've seen him play 4 times now. But I really hope that Jason Boland plays Telephone Romeo next weekend.
I love that song.
Hey, I want him to play DDOD.
I'm gonna go listen to that one. It's not coming on, and it's not coming in on the top of my head.
DDOD.
I'm trying to book him a tape deck session, where he sings us "Fuck Fighting Rodeo" acoustically, Lane. I'm working on it, I promise.
Yeah. Me and Jack are gonna film one after this.
Well, hell yeah. I just spoiled that for everybody listening. If you're listening, we have a new series coming later in time, eventually, possibly. maybe. But Lane is recording a bunch of our friends and artists, recording an acoustic song while they're playing, and we're gonna start posting them to YouTube and TikTok and other places we post things as the tape deck sessions. So be looking forward to that.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
This is Lane's passion project. This is all him, man. I'm just here, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a nice. I enjoy it because you get to sit down and be intimate with the artist, and they can tell you about the song and then play it, and it's just out there. So it's cool, it's chill, and I'm excited for it to get out there.
Yeah, man.
Okay, this is way off topic, but we're rolling with shit that's popping in my head right now. I thought back to when we had Zach Welch on the podcast, and he was talking about like getting a cease and desist. From some of the stuff they recorded when the Crystal Meth Cowboys were out there. Y'all know what I'm talking about the Crystal Meth Cowboys? All right.
Crystal Meth Cowboys. I don't know if Jack knows them. I'll fill him in on it later.
Oh man.
Sounds wild.
Listen, you don't listen to it because it's good. We'll just leave it at that. All right.
Well, I will say, when you're welding at work and you're just in a weird mood, throw that on and or working in your bad mood, it will put you in a good mood.
Listen, I do not support AI music. I do not support AI, but that like new TikTok sound that's like, this is what your coworkers are listening to in the morning before they come to work, and it's like that spooky bluegrass or blackgrass, whatever you want to call it. I'm like, damn, if this shit was real, it'd go hard as fuck, you know, like whatever it is.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I hate AI stuff, but I was scrolling on TikTok and there was an ad for some kind of weight loss thing, but it was just some catchy blue collar tune about drinking beer and being fat and then taking this thing to lose
Oh
weight.
god, it's the $80. I know which one you're talking about. I felt targeted by the ad. It's like this $80 drink mix, and he's like, just replace one of your beers daily with this drink. And I was like, can I mix it with the beer? What happens? What happens then?
Yeah, the one I saw was a song though. It was a catchy song, but I'm like,
Yeah.
this is AI.
Yeah, no. You know what I'm sick of, and I've expressed this a lot. As young men, younger adults, why the fuck are we getting so many boner pill fucking ads? Like, why am I getting 12 Blue Chew ads a day? Or Hims, or fucking whatever else. There's like one on TikTok that wants me to do exercises. I'm like, what the fuck, man? I mean,
Your head, dude.
have we all devolved as a society that we think the only thing that men can be into is getting boners and gambling?
Evidently.
I mean, that's my entire For You page anymore. It's like rain bet, and like they're beating up some homeless guy and throwing him in a van and driving him around, and they're like hit or stand, and this like homeless guy's freaked out because he's in a tinfoiled out van. He's like, a hit? And they're like, we won! And then they like dance around and they make him take a drink out of a weird Gatorade bottle, and then they hand him like $100 bill and send him on his way. Nobody's ever gonna believe that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's.
Well, they got the homeless people out here chugging buzz balls in the fucking streets and shit. Of course, I miss the Scientology raids, getting all the homeless people, dressing them up as minions, and then running them around in like the fucking Scientology. Listen, listen, that is peak chaotic neutral. Like, it's chaotic as hell. I'm not mad at it because I mean it's Scientology, and I mean they're giving the homeless people something to do. I mean, it's peak.
I've never seen that one, but I love watching the videos where the guys and girls, they just go video the Scientology place and like walk up to them and then they close all the doors.
Oh no!
Like where they just go mess with them and they close the doors and
That's
don't let them
scary.
in.
You see, I have a feeling that I'd be too willing to join a cult. Like, I'm very susceptible. You make something sound good enough, I'm in. You know. So I have a feeling that like if I went to Scientology, I'd like fill out one of their tests as a joke, and then the next thing you know, I'm like working my way up in Scientology, and I really don't want that.
I listened to a podcast about it the other day, and it sounds so stupid. It wasn't like it was them talking about it, like someone was talking with a former Scientologist. But yeah, I'm
man.
I don't know how anyone would fall for that.
Yeah.
So, Jack, what do you know about Scientology?
Man, I mean, Tom Cruise is a cool actor. That's probably the most I know.
You remember that one episode of South Park when he was in the closet?
Yeah, I've seen that. South Park does a good job of letting everybody know a little bit about everything,
That's where I go for my news now. I wait for
Yeah.
South Park to come out with an episode on it, and then I know how I'm supposed to feel about it.
Sure.
Yeah. That's not really how I do that. Please don't take that literally.
I've never watched South Park.
What?
I mean, I've seen clips on TikTok, but I've never actually watched it.
Lane, as soon as we finish this episode, get your ass here. We're watching South Park from the beginning, nonstop. We're not leaving the house until we finish all 20 seasons.
Put it on my list to listen to at work.
There you go.
You cannot listen to this show. You have to be locked the fuck in. Yeah.
Anything you want to talk about, Jack?
Oh man, I guess just me and the Lock Breakers are still grinding it out on the road. We've got a few shows coming up. Playing this next Saturday, July 18th at Red Brick Barn, Norman. And then, let's see, in September 9th, we'll be at Rhinestone Saloon in Fort Worth. So we've got a few more shows in between there coming up. So we're playing around as much as we can right now. I'm going to start working on a new album this next year. Hopefully by the end of next year or maybe 2028, we'll have some even newer music out for you guys.
Right. Awesome. Well, I got something I'll talk to you about off air then. We got another thing coming up that we're putting together. I'm assembling a team. My Charlie Robinson cover band is going to play for the first time this night that this event happens. So I'm the front man, in case you couldn't tell. I got a guitar player, a lead guitar. A guy's gonna play acoustic guitar for me because I can't play guitar.
Okay.
We got a bass player. We just need a drummer, and we're a Charlie Robinson tribute band. Pussy Willow Rose is the name of the band.
That's
a tribute. A tribute. It's called Pussy Willow Rose, a tribute to Charlie Robinson. It's one of my passion projects. I've thought about it for the last 2 weeks, and no, last month. It's been on my mind, so it's been a really long time for me. And I just think that the music of Charlie Robinson is not being well represented now. Yeah.
Right.
So I'm putting together a team of the best musicians I know, and we are going to give the people the worst renditions of Charlie Robinson songs we possibly can, because I'm singing, and if you know me, I'm a beautiful singer. If you're not listening to me, so
Is it all going to be recorded on your? What is that recorder you just got?
my reel to reel.
Yeah, you're
Yeah, I'm putting out the first tape on reel to reel. I'm gonna butcher like 90% of the songs because I can never remember the words to the songs. I just make up my own words.
Sure, it's no problem.
I'll say it's okay. Today's the age of iPad singers, so you can just pull your phone out
Yeah.
and sing off your phone.
I mean,
Dude, just have the iPad in front of your face.
but then I gotta ask myself, is that how Charlie Robinson would have done it? Or would he wanted me up there drunk off my ass off of 12 Coors Lights, butchering his songs?
We all know the answer to that.
Exactly. But that's the first in a long line of tribute bands I'm putting together.
Nice.
My new passion project is to start and end a new tribute band every year. So this year is gonna be Charlie Robinson. Next year, it might be I might put together a Grateful Dead band. We don't know. And that's the beauty.
We'll need a lot of members to have a good Grateful Dead cover band.
Listen. It's gonna be like 20 people up there on stage,
Yeah.
and nobody's gonna know what song we're playing. and that's the beauty of it. It's
Yeah.
just jam band stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That
You know,
makes
that's
me
like
think of the Saturday Night Live Saturday SNL skit where it's Jack Black with all the bass. He's like, a jam band, we don't need any more basses, and everyone just comes and plays bass.
Yeah, dude.
um, that's what's wrong with America right now. Is we don't have a
Not the
good
bass
we don't
players.
we don't have not enough bass players. I think there's listen. I think there might be too many bass players right now. Well, we don't have a good Southern rock jam band anymore. You know what I'm saying? We need a good Leonard Skinner back. Maybe a Grateful Dead. I know some people are going to tell me Fish, and I'm just going to ignore you. Um, I don't know. Shadowgrass was a jam band. That was fucking.
What did you say that's what your neighbors or something or your coworkers are listening to?
No. Blackgrass. No. There's a band. There's an actual band. There's an actual band called Shadowgrass,
Okay.
and they are phenomenal. I don't know if it was a mixture of the left-handed cigarette that I had smoked beforehand, or the alcohol in my system, or the fact that my belly was full of pulled pork when they went on. But that was one of the best sets I've ever seen. They played a 30-minute song, and I was
Yeah,
locked the fuck in. It was great.
that sounds awesome.
It was beautiful. That's the thing I love. You talked about bluegrass a lot. We never really got back to it. Um, but bluegrass is such an interesting genre of music to me. Um, because basically it's just acoustic metal. Um,
Yeah, dude.
like you listen to a metal band and then like you make them acoustic, they're a bluegrass band, all right? Like,
Yeah.
and I've said this a lot about like Hank 3.
Hmm.
I'm a huge Hank 3 fan.
Yeah.
And I talk a lot about like Rebel Within, and I'm like, this is how somebody outside the genre makes a country music album.
Right.
Like you can obviously tell this is a metal guy.
You're saying that's a better country album than Beyonce's?
I didn't say shit. You put those words in my mouth. I didn't say anything. I just said that if somebody wants to sidestep the genre and come in, they gotta listen
Yeah.
to Rebel Within. I don't want Beyonce shooting me in the streets. So no, Beyonce, I love you. Okay, I understand.
I'll say it.
Shit. Um, but yeah, Rebel Within. That's a great album. Don't look at the cover art. I disagree with the cover art of it, but that's a good album to listen to.
you you still do some bluegrass jams and stuff, don't you?
Oh yeah.
You ever played up there with Johnny Molnex?
Uh-huh. Yep.
Oh shit. That's one thing I've never done, as I've never made it to bluegrass brunch.
You gotta go, man.
And so it's on my bucket list of things to do this fall when life settles down, if it ever does settle down.
True.
Is make it to bluegrass brunch, because I've become a huge Johnny Molnex fan. I had like long hair like his, like down to my shoulders, and I was often mistaken for Johnny Molnex in Tulsa. The drunk people would come up to me and be like, "Johnny, what's up, man?" I'm like, "My name's Tracer. I'm not associated with Johnny. I don't know him."
I see.
So I've tried to ask Johnny before if he's ever been mistaken for me, and he didn't respond. So I'm gonna assume no.
That's fun.
But yeah, I'm
Yeah,
still
I
waiting
was-
on this fucking
I think-
album. Go
I
ahead.
think they've been in Spain.
Yeah, they've
Wow.
been off over doing their thing, man.
That's awesome.
Good for Johnny Molnex,
Yeah,
and his band.
for sure.
I made it to the brunch once. I didn't get to stick around long because I needed to make it back home.
Yeah, it's
Because
tough.
that's
It
a
can
long
drag
drive
you
on that
in, man.
Sunday.
It can suck you in.
Oh
Especially
man,
that weekend, it was what's the hangover? No, yeah, hangover ball.
yeah.
Went to that, and then we went to watched whatever that band. Drop Tines, yeah, that's a Drop Tines.
Mm-hmm.
Canyon Sons, and then I stayed around and stuck and watched them.
I remember that weekend. We called it early. We
Yeah,
went
so
to the
that-
hangover
that
ball.
was-
We didn't
that
leave the
was a
house
long
again.
weekend, so I didn't stick around long on that Sunday, but
This year's gonna be good because New Year's Eve is on Friday, so New Year's Day is on Saturday, and then we got Sunday hangover ball, not hangover ball, bluegrass brunch. It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah, man.
So hopefully Canes has a good New Year's show this year. They haven't announced it yet.
well, it's always the same, ain't it? With just different people in the lineup.
Well, no, the New Year's Eve show was Hudson Westbrook last year. No hate to Hudson Westbrook,
Okay. I was
Um,
thinking of the hangover.
but I'm not his target demographic, so I abstained from going.
I've been to a couple of his shows.
I mean, he's not bad by any means.
I
I
mean,
just
one was at Born and Raised, so I mean,
yeah,
yeah, there was. I went and watched Parker open for him. Parker Ryan.
yeah. Like I said, I think he's good. I mean, he's talented.
Yeah, he's good.
Just not for me, you know. Great, hell yeah, man. This has been an unstoppable train. Are we? Let's see where we're at. Hour and 16 minutes. So we can start wrapping this up. If Jack has nothing else he wants to talk about, doesn't have any questions for us, I'm willing to answer anything right now.
Whatever y'all want to talk about, man.
Whatever we want to talk about. Lane, you got anything else, man?
Don't think I got. No, not really. I mean, I do want to bring up. Jack does host the open mic at the brewery.
Oh, great! Fuck yeah, let's talk about that.
I host that. It's usually the last Sunday of every month, and it's from 3 to 6 p.m. It's at Kokendorfer Brewing Company in Duncan, Oklahoma, right off Highway 81. So if you want to come out and play us a song, like I said, it's a monthly thing, and hopefully that's something that we can keep going year after year.
Now this next one's not the end of the month, right?
No, this next one's going to be Sunday, July 19th.
Yeah. Because I think we have artists and stuff that listen to this too. So
Yeah, everybody come out to Duncan, Oklahoma on a Sunday and hang out with us.
Another Miller Lite Red Bull. You know what I'm saying?
is that a tall boy you got over there?
Shout out Huser Brothers. What'd you say, Lane?
So is that a tall boy you got over there?
It's a taller boy. Yeah. I don't believe in 12-ounce cans anymore. Because if you drink a 12-ounce can, it's just gone too fast. So I stepped it up to the pounders because it feels like you get more bang for your buck. You know what I'm saying? And a tall boy now is the 24-ounce can that you get from the gas station after you mow the lawn. Is that a 24-ouncer?
I don't really,
No.
No.
That's
Oh.
16.
Oh, it's only 16.
It's a
Okay.
pound.
No, you're drinking pounders like I am, brother.
No. Okay. I get. Yeah, I get it.
I put my dad onto the pounders now.
How about the glass, like the glass bottle, whatever those are, like what are
The 40 ounces? Is that what you
Oh,
40
want?
ounces? Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's
I
another
stopped
story.
at OnQ one time and saw it, and I was like, I gotta get one just to get one.
Yeah, no, if you ever been to Nebraska, they have a 40-ounce Coors Banquet that will make you hate your life.
Such
Terrible.
I don't know
Terrible.
if I can drink a 40 banquet.
40-ounce
I guess
banquet, baby.
heavy. Don't
I
want
guess
to.
I'll find out in August.
Don't try it, Lane.
Listen, my stomach's never hurt so bad in my life.
On my ragweed album retreat.
Yeah, that's
finals for everybody.
If you do have
Pick
to
up the
drink
10.
a 40, that may be smarter than drinking a Mickey's, though. Boss.
No, if I want to drink a tall boy or something like that, I like to go to Twisted Tea or something like that.
well. Let's just talk about this real quick. If I'm out in public and I'm drinking at the bar, I'm drinking a Michelob, right? Something light, something fresh, something easy, you know? If I'm at home, it's either Miller Lite or Coors Light. And that just depends on my mood when I'm at the liquor store. Because they're right next to each other and they're the same price, so sometimes you just stare at them and you're like, I mean, do I want a little bit more citrus and go with the Coors Light? Or do I want to taste like an orange pill and go with the Miller Lite? So, it just depends on the mood. Now, when I'm broke, it's Natty. And I'll never hate on Natural Light. They have put many people like me through college. Um, and we used to go pick up a 6 pack of Coors Light or Miller Lite, and we drink that, and then we started on the 30 rack of Natty because I mean after number 6 they all taste the same. So
Yep. Yep. But don't ever drink the Natty Daddy. Because
God no, Jesus.
that's not Natural Light. That's full on Natty.
I've just seen the can. I've never actually drank one.
Oh, listen, that and then Bud Ice.
And Keystone Ice.
I had my experience with Bud Ice, and
The glass bottle I was talking about was a Bud Ice,
Watch out.
oh dear God,
and I didn't ever finish it.
we tried everything to make Bud Ice drinkable. Lime salt made it worse somehow. Shoved a lime down in it, not great. Beer salt, nope. We just put a lot of salt in a lot of beer that night.
I think you just need to drink a whole bunch of other beer first, and then
When it comes to Bud Ice, how do you think that will help?
now after a certain point, I'll just drink whatever. So
Yeah.
it all starts tasting like water
It's just all about
eventually.
the first few.
Well, I think that's a good wrapping up point for this train wreck of an episode. I hope you all enjoyed it.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me.
Yep. Jack Tidwell and the Lockbreakers. Make sure you go check them out on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, YouTube, wherever you listen to your music at. Go see a live show. Jack, I want to thank you so much for coming on. It's been a great time to have you on.
Thanks for having me, Tracer. Thanks for having me, Lane.
Yeah.
Nubs, you got anything before I wrap this baby up?
I don't think so. Just go out, watch live music, tip your bands, tip your bartenders.
July 18th at Buffalo Run Casino and Resort in Miami, Oklahoma. Pat Green, The Great Divide, and Jason Boland will be playing on a stage along with 4 of our winners of the Battle of the Bands. The current lineup for our Battle of the Bands is Garrett Fawcett and the Revelry, Margaret Rabbit, and Coda Lewis and the Flyers. Our last round is tomorrow night, July 10th. We will have a winner posted here soon. Quentin Scott and the Boogie Band, the Grabblers, Pace Road Band, and Jared Johnson. It's a hell of a night. Y'all are going to miss it if you're just now listening to this episode. I'm so sorry you had to miss it. But we are so excited to be working with Buffalo Run Casino and them giving us the opportunity to do all the cool shit we're going to be doing here in the future. That being said, as always, love yourself, love somebody else. Call up an old friend, tell them that you miss them. Call up Lane, tell them you miss Lane. I mean, I don't control your life. Take yourself out this week. Get yourself a fat, juicy burrito from some Mexican restaurant. Sit down, drink a margarita, eat some chips and salsa. Remember that this world's a better place with you in it, and music saves lives. I love every one of y'all so much. I've had all I can handle. Hope you're happy now. Good night.